Never half butt. Use your whole butt. Hello? I'm gonna sing the doom song now. Doom, 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 doom. My friends! How are my friends? It has been a really challenging day today. So I'm happy to be here. And I'm hoping I can get some good vibes. I'm hoping I can feel some good vibes and release some of my, or not release, but kind of like shelve some of my frustrations this morning and be not the person I was this morning. Don't do that. And we've got Fresh here even. Oh my gosh. We've got Wolf. We've got Hayes. We've got Fresh. We've got Lindsay. Appreciate it. Need all the vibes. Some days just are like that. You know, some days are just harder than others. And some days things just feel long. And some days just feel like, I don't know. Some days you don't love your job. And my job is staying at home all day long with a toddler. So some days just do be like that. But we're here now, and that's what matters. That is absolutely what matters. Are we halfway? I feel like we are halfway through this book, which actually is kind of nuts to think that it's, yeah, happy Tuesday. Yeah, I don't love my job today either. And we still have not figured out what has affected Charlotte, her arms, her allergic reaction on her arms. It seems to kind of be fading and it seems to be going away, but I have no idea if it was anything we did or if it was like something I eliminated or if it was just, if it's still around and her body's just slowly working through it and we're going to wake up one morning and the rash will be gone and then we'll just be like, oh, I don't know. But like I said, I was bitten by a fire ant for the very first time when I first moved to Texas. And I swelled up massively. And I was really scared, actually. I was really nervous. And at the time, we had really crappy health insurance. But I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go to see a doctor because I honestly thought I was bitten by a brown recluse. Because there were like streaks of red going up my foot. I mean, it was scary. And then it just kind of went away on its own. And somebody was like, I think you were bitten by a fire ant. And now I don't have any of those issues. Now, if I get bitten by a fire ant, my body, like it itches for just a little bit. And my body is like, yes, we know what to do with this now. It's totally fine. So I don't know. I guess we'll just kind of wait and see. Oh, that's too long. Do we have a shorter one? Yes. No, that's too short. Wait, what? Oh. All the way down? Oh, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Did run, did bike, and cruising through the afternoon with my favorite people. So I did go on a walk today. I've not done my strength training just yet, but I did go on a walk today. Okay, so this, and I've been doing these, like, I do these part of my strength training on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays as I do like kettlebell swings. But then I use the kettlebell and kind of put it right here by my shoulder. And then I push it upward like this to kind of work my shoulders. And on this side, I don't have any problems. I can kind of set my shoulder back and I can lift it up like that just fine and everything's fine. But on this side, I can do the kettlebell swing just fine. And I get it up here. And then when I lift it up like this and then I bring it back down, I hear this in my back, my shoulder blade, and it does not feel great. It doesn't hurt, but it feels bad and wrong. So I think I'm going to have to find a different exercise, I guess, because I'm not down. Okay, this is going to go, wait, what? This is going to go, well, that's the only place it can go, I guess. So this goes up like that. Of course it does. Oh yeah, because we just built that panel. Just got back from a walk in which a weird man followed me too closely for too long without responding to my greetings. But I'm not dead yet. You know, it's interesting. I saw, and I don't want to get like too like crazy into this, but I did see a video the other day where there's this guy. I don't like most of his content, but every once in a while he posts something that will pop up in my feed and I'll be like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But he was showing footage, like other footage of like a girl sitting at a bar. Yeah, shoulders are weird because can I lift like that? That feels better. So I guess I could technically, and I do push-ups, so I guess I could technically just do arm raises like this. But once I get like up over my shoulder line, it starts to feel weird on this side. And like I said, it doesn't hurt, but it definitely doesn't feel like I should push it. It feels like it's a struggle. But it's Mac. How's it going, Mac? Happy Tuesday. Here we are together. Lindsay's not dead, which is great. Because she was followed by a strange dude. out on her walk. So this guy was showing basically footage of like videos that people had posted on social media of a girl and a guy at a bar, and she was very clearly trying to tell him no, and he was not responding. And she was, or no, she was being rude. That's what the problem was. Now that I remember, she was being rude, and she was like, "I told you I was not interested." And he was like, "Well, why do you have to be so mean?" And he was being kind of a jerk about it, and it was weird. And then he proceeded to show a different point of view of a girl that's walking in a park, and she's taking a walk. And there's a guy who's she's obviously recording, but it's kind of like down, so you can't see her very well. She's obviously trying to hide the fact that she's recording, and she's being really nice, but she's saying, "No, I think I'm okay. Thank you though. I appreciate your help, and I appreciate your, I don't know. I don't even remember what he's saying, but, he's basically not letting up, and she's going, "I think I'm okay. Thanks though, but I appreciate you like looking out for me, but I think I'm okay." And he just keeps going and keeps going and keeps saying, "Well, a girl like you shouldn't be in this park alone," and blah, 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 blah. Hold on. Right? This is the where it's supposed to go. Wait. That's supposed to like meet up though. Now I'm really hold on. Did I put this in the wrong spot? I think I did. Oh, I did. Okay. And the comments in these videos, apparently, in the one where the girl's being really mean, there are a lot of guys in the comments that are going, "Well, she doesn't have to be so mean about it. Why can't she just be nice about it? This guy's being nice. Why can't she be nice?" And then he showed the footage of the other one where she is being nice and the guy is being insistent. And he was like, this is classic, like, she's being mean, and the guy is basically saying she's being rude and still not backing off. The other one, she's smiling, she's being nice, and he's still not backing off. So what is a woman supposed to do? If you're being rude and then you say, you've already shot your shot and your shot didn't fly, and now I'm saying no, and I'd like you to leave me alone. I'm here with my friends. They're all basically being like, "Well, she didn't have to be rude." And I have found myself in that particular situation just a few times in my life where I've had to be like, "Okay, I have already told you no." And Second Amendment is what? Second Amendment is, you can fight me. Ouch. What is the Second Amendment? Remind me again. Yeah. It's like, yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I think that's the right to like carry, but but anyway, obviously you shouldn't kill people, but it's frustrating when people are like, "Well, you should just be nice. Like, you should just be nice." But then if you're nice, guys, not all guys, but some guys just don't get it. And they're like, "Oh, well, why do you have to be so mean?" It's like, look, man, I'm not the one being mean here. Like, you're the one that's making this weird. Just like, I've already said no. No means no. just carry a gun.
Oh my gosh, I just made a huge mistake.
Okay, wait.
No, I did not.
I am confusion. Oh, it's supposed to click on the back. Okay, I understand now. But it's just one of those things that you deal with as a female sometimes, because there are plenty of guys out there that are very, very respectful, and then there are a bunch of guys who aren't. And it just is what it is, and there's not a whole lot we can really do about it, because people have their own... People will be... I know, it's giant. I know. Trying to stick with family-friendly language. Appreciate that. But I've definitely, it's this common trope of like, just because a girl is nice means that she's interested, or means that, that everything's fine. But it's like, no, I don't want to be a jerk. But at the same time, I would appreciate if I've already told you no. And I remember seeing a video one time of some kid, his sister's interviewing him on the phone, or she's like recording him on the phone. And, oh, wait, no, I did that. I put that there, and then I put this here. And she's like, "So how did it go?" And he goes, "Well, she says she has a boyfriend." And she goes, oh, you know what that means? And he goes, I know, keep trying. And she was like, no, that doesn't mean you keep trying. That means she said no and she has a boyfriend and you move on and you go find somebody else. You don't keep trying. No, that is not, no. And he looked shocked and stunned. Hey, it's Mud. Just saw a thread, but haven't researched it yet. The Texas approved Wild West style dueling with non-lethal rounds recently. What? I've never heard anything about that, but like I live here, so you'd think that it would come up in my news feed at some point. Although I try not to really check the news because the news, I have to be really careful because it'll affect me a lot and I'll sit and get angsty and like worry about things. And then I need to just, I don't know. It affects me a lot. I had a coworker years ago that would mistake being nice for flirting on the daily. Yeah, unfortunately, it happens. That was like my life in high school. I didn't want to be mean, but but by me being nice, it just automatically transformed, or it just automatically became this, oh, well, she's interested in me. But no, you can just be nice to somebody without actually being interested in somebody. And that goes both ways. That goes for both men and women, just because somebody's being nice. But I also understand that it's hard to, it can be hard to differentiate sometimes, you know? And if somebody, you know, that's hard. That's really hard. Wow, this is also hard. This won't go. There we go.
This sucks. This video game's hard. I don't want to play it anymore.
Chromebook nonsense I shared earlier. I have learned some schools are or considering charging the students with arson. Well, that's what happens. Like, you can't just damage public property, yo. You can't do that. You gotta be smart. And just because you're a student or whatever doesn't mean you're gonna get away with it. You're damaging property. That's crazy. And what's also crazy is that at this point in our lives, like stuff like that is just considered, oh, well, it's fine because I'm, you know, it's just basically lack of responsibility, really. The kids don't want to take responsibility. So they're just going, oh, well, you know, I won't get into trouble. It's fine. Or my parents will get me out of trouble and it'll be fine. I can blame the teacher somehow or something. That is nuts. Traditional rom-com movies encourage the keep trying approach. I never noticed until it was pointed out to me. Yeah, they totally do. It's like she says no. Well, yeah, because then you wouldn't have a movie. You wouldn't have a 2.5 hour movie if he didn't keep trying, if he just gave up. But see, you can totally write a film where he shoots his shot, and which I'm sure has been done. I'm can't think of any off the top of my head, but he shoots his shot, it doesn't work, and then he gets all sad and he's disappointed about it, but then he eventually finds somebody else where that was far more meant to be. And if he hadn't done what he did with the first girl and tried and then failed, then he would never have met the second girl or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, just because you adore somebody and you just can't stand, like, you love the idea of them and you want to be with them does not mean it's meant to be. And that's a painful lesson that we all have to learn. We all have to learn. Yeah, we need Twitch timeout or block in real life. I know, like a ban. No, you cannot. You can't act that way. Okay, did I build this right? I think I did. That looks right, right? Yep. Okay, and then this is gonna go in. That sucks for those kids, but at the same time, it's like, dude, this is what happens when you, what? Oh, like that. This is what happens when you mess with public property and just feel like you're untouchable. Because that's really a lot of what it boils down to with kids these days. They just feel like that kind of crap only happens to other people, and I'm invincible. And whoa, oh, the middle. Wait, what? Oh, does it go in the... Oh, there's a picture. Okay. Wait, what? And that goes there. But then it can't fit right there. It's gotta... Did I put it in wrong? Oh, I think I did. Oh, maybe not. But wait, it has to go that way. Well, now I'm really confused because the only place this can go in is there's already a thing in there and it won't like I can see where it goes. I'm mega confused. Oh, does it go here? Okay, wait. I feel like I see this picture, but I can't. Okay. I built this right? Yep. Oh, wait, that's upside down. Okay, like that. This is also what happens when you're talking and you're building Legos and you can't focus as much as you... Okay, yeah, that's all built right. So it's something to do with... It's something to do with... That literally cannot fit in there. It can't fit. Because this is in the way. Oh, this is where I need those instructions. I need a 3D view of this step because this right here is in the way. I don't understand. VT, I'm struggling. Whoa, wait a minute. Where did that even come from? It's not on the other side. Hold on. I think I added a piece wrong. How is those things, though? How did that happen? Oh, I put it the wrong way in. That's what it was. It was an easy fix. Oh my gosh. No, it's not. Okay. It just was the wrong. Yeah. I mean, I did. No, I did not. No, it's fine. User error. It is all good. I know it is very heavy. It's very, very heavy. Okay. Okay. So now what does this go in? The middle? Yeah. Like that. Huh. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, it was because I noticed this black part sticking out that wasn't sticking out on the other side, and I could not figure out why that was a thing. It's because it was my user error. But it's fine. It's fine now. All is well. All is well. So it can like move. Right? I assume that's supposed to move because that is probably a wing, some type of wing housing. I mean, in this one, it's sticking up, but was it supposed to do that? Or did I put it in the wrong spot even again still? Has anybody been watching the Last of Us? Oh, this. Because I'm curious how everybody feels it's going. Apparently it is not doing too hot and people are like really, but I guess that's how the game was. You know what I mean? Oh, it doesn't even reach in there. Maybe I can use this one. Oh, that's better because that's small. Oh, I don't want to break a nail. It's not supposed to be floppy like that, though. I don't think so. I don't want to break a nail, so I'll use this. There we go. Ooh. Maybe it is supposed to be floppy, but it doesn't show it that way. So it looks to me like... Oh, doesn't show us a picture. Wait. Is it supposed to be on the... Oh, we're building 4 of them. They're hanging out like on the upper side. They look like they're supposed to hang up. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but they look like they're supposed to stay like that. but I can't seem to get it to stay like that unless I'm supposed to do this on the bottom, but I don't think so. Unless I'm supposed to like tilt that upward, I guess. No, it's really floppy. Is that what it's supposed to do? Because the other one isn't. That looks to me like this right here. That looks to me like that's just gonna hang down and be floppy. I think it's supposed to be up like that, but I can't figure out how that's supposed to stay up. Unless I'm hooking it into the wrong thing. I know, but that means that the wings will be like droopy. You mean people are pissed at the LGBT stuff again? Wait, what? Oh, in The Last of Us? I have no idea. I just mean like it's not, I'm just wondering how well it's performing like overall, because everybody loved the first one. And then I'm hearing a lot of negative things about the second one. I have no idea if it has to do with LGBT stuff. I haven't even watched the movie, or like, I don't know. Although yesterday I did come across a clip of the game, something to do with the character named Tess. And I was like, there's no way I could play this game. No, it was brutal. It was really brutal. And it was just sad. And there was so much language. And I was like, I can't, this is not for me. Is it, I guess my question is it supposed to be on the bottom or is it supposed to be in the middle? I think it's supposed to be in the middle. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm supposed to put another thing in it, or I'm supposed to, oh no, maybe not. Like that's what it looks like, right? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Am I supposed to put a second? It's just two of those, right? I was thinking I haven't, I read that there are backlashes on the review for specific episode because ladies get together. I thought that's how it was in the game though. Isn't that what happens in the game? I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, it's supposed to go just like that. But then it falls down. Why is those things? You know what? It looks like the maybe. Are you supposed to like push the This makes no sense. I run into that a lot. Is there like another, am I missing something? Yeah, they're supposed to sit up. See, look at them. They're sitting up like that. They're not supposed to flop down. But the only thing I can think of is to push this little red piece. You know what? I think that's what you're supposed to do. That's what I'm going to do because I am a strong, independent woman. And I'm going to push this out again because I feel like I know what needs to happen, but there aren't any instructions for it. I guess that's true. There are people that don't know what the game content is. I guess that's true. I consider myself somewhat aware of what is going on in the story. Like, at least I think I was aware. I don't really know, to be totally honest. But I was just wondering if anybody was watching it here and just like totally loved it, or if it was... Okay, so then... Yeah, that's on the bottom, right? It's almost like this Oh, but maybe I can't do that. Okay, here's my problem. This red thing right here seems like it's supposed to go in this little hole right here, so it holds this little thing up. Because when you put it in there, it lines up directly with that. But there are no instructions for that to happen. It just has you build this. It says to stick the thing in the thing. Wait. Padawan, how are you? Oh, unless... Is that not supposed to go all the way through to the back? Shoot, I do need 3D instructions. It is hot. It's supposed to get up to like 102 today. You know what? I think that's probably the problem. Is I think this is supposed to go... Can I use this? That looks too big, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm going to pull this off. Yeah, I think so, but I guess here, I'll show you guys. It's doom! Shut the front door. I know. Yeah, so the way that this looks, that's how I feel like it should go in here, like that. But I assumed, but that's not what it shows in the instructions. It shows it going all the way in the instructions. So I'm confused because why is those things? So if that goes on the bottom, I mean, that's stuck on there anyway. So like, why would... Is it supposed to have one in the top and the bottom? See, this shows there being a red thing. Oh. Maybe they're saying that that needs to be pushed through? I don't understand. Because I thought that's what... See, I thought that's what it would look like this. So that had that little red thing sticking out. Because if it does that... Hold on. If it does that, then it actually... Oh, well, no. We need to pull that out. Oh, no. Oh. We would put this on here like this. And then we'd put it on here, but we would put this through this. Like that. I don't know. I don't think I did that right. But like at the same time, there's literally no other explanation. So like, but that's what keeps it up. So I guess that's just what I'm gonna do. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't download the 3D app because I was like, oh, I figured it out. But now I'm like, no, you need to download that 3D app. Because, yeah, that covers by the black completely. And then that goes on, and then that goes on, and then that goes on. And then that is pushed all the way inside, all the way to the back. But then when you attach it to the actual thing, there are no other instructions. Unless you're... Okay, wait. Oh! Never mind. I just had to wait. I just had to be patient. Because it looks like... Hello? Wait a minute. Yeah. I mean, that's still kind of sticking out a little bit, but you stick basically like these two little things on there, like that, and that holds it up. Oh my gosh, I'm going to do this yet again. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon, Chiron. How's it going? Good to see you. What's the weather like where everybody else is? Because it's hot today. Oh my gosh, it's hot. It's supposed to get even hotter tomorrow. It's supposed to be up to like 105 degrees tomorrow. It's May. Does Texas know that? I know. I don't want to. I'm too lazy to change my tags over from my Lego building to my game. So I just leave them there. I don't think there's any way to do that with StreamerBot. So I've just been like, nah, whatever. Rain in New York City. We've had a lot of rain here. I will say we've had a lot of rain. Okay, that goes back there. So now this goes like this. Okay. Oh no. Where did that piece come from? Oh, I think I see where it came from. Okay. Okay, so if this goes here, wait. And then we put this thing on here, will that hold both of them? Yeah. Well, maybe they should have told you to do that beforehand instead of leave you heckin' confused. It's fine. Totally fine. But now we know. We figured it out. Cheese and crackers. Apparently, I just have to... Or they shouldn't have shown them sitting up like that in the instructions and then been like, and now we lift them and attach them to this. Yeah. It's all right. It's all right. Crisis averted. We're good. We are good. All is well. All is fine. Hold on. All is well. All is fine. You got it, babe. You got it. My kiddo had an exhibition at school today. She did really well with her exhibit, which she made about kindness and preventing bullying. The teacher was super impressed and said she should show it off to the principal. Dang. That kind of stuff is so important. So that hopefully can change lives, because I am one of those people that I believe bullying. I mean, I watched my brother be bullied and I was bullied myself. And I mean, luckily I had, you know, a pretty solid self-esteem. So the bullying didn't bother me much. By the way, Words on Stream is working again today. So, oh, thanks. I'm going to look that up right now because I do not understand. Yeah. So you're not supposed to actually like push the red thing all the way through. You're just supposed to use those like connector things. Okay. Yeah. I feel like the way that they showed that in the instructions was bizarre. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I watched my brother be bullied, and I have been at the receiving end of bullying myself. And I got to tell you, I have zero patience for bullying, but I also understand that a lot of times bullying comes from, okay, wait, how do I pronounce your name? Kaio? Kaios. Multiples? Kaios. Welcome. I was never, so I was never affected by it super deeply to the point where it like affected my self-esteem or anything. I mostly just got annoyed, but my brother was really overweight okay, Kaios, got it. Welcome, welcome. But my brother was really overweight, and he was bullied by pretty much like everybody in his Sunday school class, and then he was bullied by a bunch of kids at school, and I watched it happen, and I watched the toll it took on him, and I watched the toll it took on our family, and the toll it took on my parents, and most of the time, I think it's relatively easy to, I think most of the time bullying happens because there are problems at home, and there are problems that are either trickling down from the parents or whatever, but I have very, very little patience for bullies, because I'm like, you know, this is wrong. But at the same time, I understand that depending on the age of the kid, like once you become a teenager and once you begin, like you get into college, you become an adult, like you're fully aware that your behavior is wrong. And even if your parents taught you that way, or even though your parents may have acted that way, you still come to you still are going to eventually come to your conclusion that bullying is wrong and that you can change that. And you can break that cycle. And I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying you will eventually come to a point where you will realize, oh, this is toxic behavior. And my parents, like this is not okay to do to people. But kids that are in like elementary school and stuff, that's harder because they're not adults and their brains aren't fully developed. And so that's why it's so important to teach kids at a young age, like this whole like boys pulling girls' hair and being mean to girls. They're like, oh, well, he's only doing that because he likes you. That's just teaching girls to accept toxic behavior as a form of like affection. Bad situation. And I remember my dad saying the same thing to me when I was bullied in my like Sunday school class for years. My dad was like, well, they just like you and think you're pretty. I'm like, okay, but how about we teach them that's not how you get the attention of a girl, maybe? And vice versa. You know what I mean? My brother, I can honestly say, I'm gonna pause this because I don't want to keep listening to teensies yell. I did have a really interesting conversation with my brother, and this is going to make me sound like a horrible person, and I'm not proud of what I said. But I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw this person that that used to be one of my brother's bullies. He was in our church congregation. He didn't have a dad. His dad wasn't in his life. His mom was a single mom, and it was a struggle. And like, he obviously had personal things going on. And apparently he was struggling, or he had struggled with some things in his life. And he was posting on Facebook about how he had overcome some of these things. And obviously, like, we're all adults now. And like, I'm sure that some of those people maybe feel remorse, maybe not, I don't know. But he was talking about how he'd overcome some of these things and stuff. And I was talking to my brother on the phone. I was out walking and I said, oh, by the way, I saw that this kid apparently was in this and I struggled with this and stuff. And he was posting about it today. And I said, it was kind of, once again, I'm not proud of what I said. I have changed because of what my brother said afterward. But at the time, I think I was feeling a little resentful, and I was feeling a little, I don't want to say revenge driven, but I was like, well, it kind of makes sense, right? I mean, we knew the kind of kid he was, and it doesn't really surprise me that he got into trouble like that. And karma can be crazy, you know, whatever. And my brother goes, do you really feel that way about somebody that struggled with that kind of problem? And I said, well, and I got really defensive. And I was like, well, how could you possibly defend him? He bullied you for years. He was so mean to you. And my brother said, I haven't thought about that person in at least over a decade. He said, Suze, I don't know. It's not time to go get sissy yet. He was like, I don't sit and think about all the hard things that have happened in my life because they've made me into the person I am today. So I don't sit and like regret and go, oh, well, I wish that wouldn't have ever happened to me, because he said, look at me now. I'm successful. I've lost weight. I've got lots of friends. Like, and of course that was before like everything happened with his marriage and everything fell apart. But it was partly on my brother, but it was also, I would say, well, it was partly on my brother and it was partly on his ex-wife. Like, they both made choices, but that conversation changed everything for me. And I realized me holding on to all this animosity for this kid and actually wishing him ill was so awful, and was in its own way a kind of a bullying kind of situation where I was like, well, he got what he deserved. Like, we shouldn't ever wish that on anybody. I don't wish suffering on anybody. And it was really easy for me to fall into that and be like, well, you know, looks like karma is kind of crazy, and looks like you should just watch how you treat people. But that's not cool on anybody. And so I was able to kind of realize that I had held on to all this animosity toward these bullies of my brothers, and my brother hadn't even held on to animosity for it. And he was the one that was bullied. So it was an eye-opening conversation. But I also am a firm believer that you can break that cycle, and eventually you're going to face a choice where you're going to have to choose. And I'm not saying that it's an easy choice by any means, especially if there's like generations and generations and generations of trauma, or generations of mental, emotional manipulation and all that stuff. But ultimately, you will come to a point where you know what you're doing is wrong, and you either choose to continue doing it or you choose to stop. But with elementary school kids, that's different. And we need to try and teach our kids that we can't just be mean to people. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like angry. I felt like it was so unfair that my brother was bullied and that he went through all of these things, and like I was so frustrated about it. But I'd held on to that animosity for so long, and my brother had let it go long ago. And he even told me, I think he said, if I'm remembering right, he said, Suze, you need to let that go. And he was right. I had to let it go. Bullying is not okay, but we don't have to. I was hanging on to it in my head. I was giving that space rent-free. It was living rent-free in my head, and they were taking up space in my head. And it was wrong of me to wish ill on someone because they had been a jerk to my brother. It's like, I don't wish anybody to go through insane struggles, or that's not fair for me to say, you know? Yeah, hate and wanting your revenge is a waste of energy. And even if we talked about this, right? What were we talking about this about? There was a game I was playing. Oh, I think it was Ghost Trick. It's like, even if you do get revenge, let's say, what does that fix? That doesn't make what happened to you go away. So in order for you, but obviously little kids are different because little kids are learning and their brains aren't fully developed. But as adults, you know, wanting revenge on somebody doesn't really actually heal anything. It may feel satisfying in the moment, but then it's like, well, but that doesn't bring the person you lost back, or that doesn't mean that everything that happened to you all those years ago just didn't happen. You still went through it. So when is it enough, I guess? Like how, and that was a problem that a friend of mine faced when they went through a divorce and they made some poor choices. And so therefore the person that was divorcing them felt like, well, you made me serve you divorce papers and all this stuff, which I disagree. I think there were problems on both sides, but it was like their ex was trying to make them suffer as much as possible. And I just remember talking to my friend and being like, when is it enough? When is it enough? When are you going to have suffered and paid for what happened? When are they going to let you be like, okay, now it's time for us to grow and move on together? I think they're going to hang this over your head for the rest of their lives. And it's never going to be enough. And you're just going to be on this leash all your life because you made these really poor choices. And they were poor choices. But everybody, you know, but they felt remorse and they were trying to be better. But like, when is it enough? When has somebody suffered enough to basically make up for the suffering of somebody else? When they die? When we take their life away? When we torture them? When we bully them? I mean, I didn't mean for this to get so heavy, but sorry, bullying is a really, really intense subject to me because I watched my brother go through it. You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star. I don't know. I think that was an excellent topic for that project of your daughter's. And now I'm supposed to run really fast. And die. Well, it is what it is. Am I supposed to jump on these dudes, or like, what's the situation here? And it's really the same kind of thing when it comes to abusers as well. Like I remember, not to get heavy, but I remember listening to a conversation with somebody. They interviewed these two guys. I think it was like NPR. I think it was like NPR or something. And one guy was an addict and he had all these problems and he was, you know, in and out of prison and he had all these problems. And the other guy they were totally unrelated. And the other guy was a successful businessman and he had all these, you know, things and he was doing great and he had a family and he was successful. And, you know, they asked him like, well, what's the difference? Like what happened in your life to make you want to be successful like that? And both guys said, my dad was an alcoholic. So it just goes to show you have a choice when it comes to whether you're going to follow in your parents' footsteps or you're going to like become better. Oh, I don't even have to do that. Okay. All right. I'm learning. This is what speedrunning's all about, I guess. Oh, that was good. Although I don't think I'm any better off than I was the last time. Oh, now we're going the opposite direction? Oh, no, we're not. Oh, we're still going to the left. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. I got to use these to... But But with all that being said, I don't want anybody to think that I'm sitting here going, well, just don't. Just don't. Like, even if you were raised with that, just don't. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that there reaches a point when we have to choose for ourselves, and we ultimately know that mistreating other people like that is wrong. We know that. So it's up to us to make the right choice. Even if we had bad role models when we were younger, that doesn't excuse behavior, because at a certain time, you're going to have to be responsible because you're going to become an adult. But I'm not saying it's easy, especially if there was like really, you know, especially if there's really massive amounts of trauma and everything in somebody's life. Obviously, that's not an easy thing. I'm not saying it's easy by any means. It's really hard, and it can be one of the hardest things you ever have to do in your life, but I do believe it's possible, especially if you have supportive people around you. So if you are married and you have a supportive spouse, or you have supportive friends or whatever, like this is why it's so important to surround yourself with people that want to see you become the best person possible. Friends and all that stuff, you know, and that might not be your family, and that sucks. But if people aren't going to treat you with respect, then you need to be around people that will treat you with respect. Because gosh dang it, because you guys are worth it. Don't ever forget it. Because you are worth it. I think that took too much time, but I don't know. We will see. Oh. Oh. I did watch the fight. Whoa! I did watch a fight with the, what's it called? The bloater in The Last of Us. Because there's like a flamethrower involved, and I was really nervous to watch that scene. And then when I finally decided to watch it without sound, because that's like what Susie Grace does, and I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't see anything sketchy. I mean, kind of, like there were zombies and stuff, but I didn't see anything that like was gory or gross or anything. It was surprisingly, I was like, good for everybody. We made it out of this. It's all right. Everything's fine. Oh my gosh, we did it. Yeah. Excellent. Did any of you guys see the movie Life with Jake Gyllenhaal and what's her face from Dune? I think her name's Rebecca Ferguson, and Ryan Reynolds. That's been popping up in my YouTube feed a lot, and I am too scared to watch any clips of it. Sounds like something from the Bible. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Yep, that's fair. We should treat people with respect the way that we want to be treated with respect, you know? To me, that makes sense. But I get that it doesn't, it's not always everybody. Oh no. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. Oh! Oh my goodness. Huge. Oh, biscuits. That cost me a second.
It's
that also
Tuesday, innit?
That also cost me a second. 2 seconds. DJ, how are you? I haven't gotten a chance to check your messages about this countdown thing. Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was better. That was even better. Oh, my body is so tense right now. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. That's gonna cost me. Oh, I was gonna... Am I supposed to drop? Counting down the days. I know. We still haven't figured out what is causing Charlotte's little allergic reaction, although it does seem to be like kind of just calming down. Like, I guess her body's just kind of working through it, and she's just, I think one of these mornings we're just gonna wake up and she's just gonna be like, I don't know, it's just gone. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. Trying to make up lost time. Oh. Where do I go? Where? Do I drop down? Oh my gosh, I guess so. Good job, Susie. Oh, it was right there. Oh, he shot off. Oh, biscuits. Okay, where can I shave off time? Oh my gosh. I don't know where to make it time go by faster. That makes me waste time for sure. Oh, that was better. I just need... Is it better that I ride that chain? It must be better that I ride that chain down. Or else it wouldn't be there unless it's just a farce. These levels are bananas. That is what wastes my time, doing that downward thing. Ah, it's stupid. Oh, shoot, I lost it. Dang it! Just die. Boo, Werns. Really proud of my kiddo. She used big words in her slideshow that I laughed about and said that if her teacher didn't know her better, the teacher would think she was the one who wrote the slide, that I was the one that wrote the slides. That sounds like something Charlotte would do. Charlotte is an excellent reader. She's an excellent reader, and we taught her to read during COVID, during the lockdown and everything, and she is definitely one of the top readers in her class, and I'm super proud of her. She loves to read, and I remember as a kid, like, I never watched my lies. I think I might have watched my parents read books sometimes, but not very often. Oh, I lost it. You know what? I actually don't know if I'm supposed to do that. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Charlotte's the same way. I don't ever remember being so much of a reader when I was a kid. I read Harry Potter when I was like 11, but up until then, I don't feel like I really read a lot of books at all. I feel like I can think of like 1 or 2 books I might have read, but like ultimately, I don't really remember reading a lot when I was a kid. Charlotte, oh, you do have to do that. Okay. Charlotte reads all the time. All the time. She brings her books to the kitchen table while we're eating dinner, and she doesn't listen to anything we're saying. And she sits and goes, huh? When I ask her a question, because she's constantly reading, which is great. She's very Matilda in that way, which I think is wonderful. Is this doable just running, or are you supposed to like... Oh. Oh. Seriously, kudos to your kiddo, like Hayes said. It's always so nice to be like pleasantly surprised when you're like, wow, you did such a great job. Good for you. You're like, I had something to do with that. Dang it, all to heck. I'm tired of this level. I don't want to do this right now. I tried unpairing, repairing my earbuds to see if the weird audio issue would stop. I had that happen with my PC the other day. I paired my Bluetooth my little Bluetooth headpiece or headphones to my PC, and it just goes like it like cracks in and out on both sides, and I was like, whoa, that's weird. So I unpaired them, and then I paired them with like my phone, and I was like, oh my gosh, my headphones are broken, and they work fine on my phone. And what's more is I have paired them with my PC before, and they've worked just fine. So why is those things? Why would that happen? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, we gotta. Okay. Oh. I don't remember this at all. I do like having that. That's the snake. Yeah, I've got all these voice mods. Isn't this where? It comes in. Yep, classic. Woo! This is. But why is it always big giant snakes? It's always big giant snakes. Oh, it's because I flushed the big regular one. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Did I just miss those lums? Oh, biscuits. How was I supposed to catch them? Oh no! Oh, well, okay, now we know. I can't see anything that triggers it. That's annoying. Like with your earbuds? Yeah, I'm the same. I struggled the other day to try and, oh shoot, I think I'm, oh my gosh. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to shoot. Okay, got it. Oh, 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 oh. You guys seen that vine of that lion? Ooh, oh, so great. All right, now we have nothing to stand on. Everything's okay. Oh, I think I'm supposed to hide behind that. How many times have we hit him? Just once? Oh, get it, dairy. Oh, biscuits, really? Dang it. Oh, okay. Can't shoot downward. Oh, that is so small. That is such a small area. Small surface area. Oh, but you know what? That actually made it better. Get him. Get him. Get it. Get him. Did you ever find that video of the alternative perspective in the backup dairy? Oh my gosh, I wasn't paying attention to that frog. Yes, of the guy, I think I posted it, right? Of the guy that is pretending to be the friend. Oh, we're going up. Oh, I understand. I mean, maybe people have done it before. I hadn't seen anybody else do it, but I was cracking up. It was so funny. He did such a great job. Back it up, Terry, back it up. Oh, Terry, back it up. It was great. It was so funny. Oh, okay. This is nuts. Oh, am I not supposed to? Okay. Was that it? Oh, of course it's not. Oh no! Whoa. Oh shoot, but then I got, oh. Dang it. It's fun to realize I had a part in something my kiddo was doing. I actually think it's more fun to realize that God is involved and I didn't really do anything. You absolutely did do something though. Like, you can't just pray to do well on a test with you if you don't study and you're gonna do well anyway. Like, you definitely did something. I mean, I feel the same way because I like to see that in my kids' lives as well, but I think you absolutely helped for sure. Because, you know, you helped out where you could and did what you could to help her, and you've gotten her to where she is, and you've built her confidence and helped her understand, you know what I mean? So you absolutely had a part. Oh, shoot! What was I thinking? That I was gonna jump on him? I'm so smart. Oh, you can't find it? Okay, hold on. I swear I posted it. I swear I did, because it's so funny. Did I post it in the YouTube video Rex? Oh, that's where I put it. YouTube video Rex. It's not in database. It's the very most recent one. Nope, it's gonna be time to go get the bus in about 10 minutes. It's so funny. And I love that guy anyway. He does a lot of music-based videos where he'll pretend to be like James Brown in the recording studio or something. And he's very funny. He's got really funny facial expressions. I have a lot of respect for creators that can come up with a niche like that, where they're basically, you know, they're able to really make actually super funny content. Oh, yeah. That sucks a lot for that whatever, what's his name? The little dark teensy that made it. But let me know if you can't find it again and I'll post it again, but it's so funny. It's a short, so it's like a vertical short. Are those all a bunch of tiny little claws? I guess so. Yes, guys. That guy, and then like there's so many, like I know it's really common, at least this shows up in my Facebook feed. It's really common for some girls to basically reenact things that they did when they were in high school, the weird like fashion trends, the weird makeup trends and things. And sometimes she'll record herself as she is now, and then like it'll switch to her where she was in like, I don't know, a senior in high school, and she'll have the terrible looking makeup and everything, and she'll be doing like her eyebrows and not blending her foundation in, and then it'll switch to her now, and she's like, oh God. Could you just blend a little bit? And her teenage self is like, what? I love those videos. I think they're very funny. Hey, it's Paladrin and Hula Bombers. That looks like it says something else. What? What looks like it says something else? Were there words on the screen? I was only half paying attention. I've had a hard time focusing today. It's been a weird day. Now we have another music level. Hey there, hi there, hoya, hiya, even. Dare I say hiya? Oh, this one's hard because it's water. Hello, even. Okay, let's see. So it's 3:15. But in reverse, Derry. Oh, Derry. Let me pull up the bus app. My alarm hasn't gone off yet, but hello, kin. Oh, that's the wrong app. I pulled up the wrong app. Man, I have to say, as frustrated as I've been with Auden today, and like, it's just been a really long day, I am really proud of the way she's done. She has done her quiet time recently. She has been such a great... She may have like annoyed the heck out of me over the last couple mornings because she doesn't want to eat real food. She only wants to eat goldfish crackers and Fruit Loops. And she'll ask me for something and I'll give it to her. And then she'll be like, I don't want this. It's so exhausting to deal with day after day after day. But she is stellar in her little quiet time. She's doing great. Wow. Okay, we're going to miss all those lums. Great. Oh, I remember not liking this one. This one's really hard. Oh my gosh. Yep, like that. I know. DJ, oh, that was better. Oh, okay. DJ has worked on like a countdown type situation. I'd really love for it to say something in chat. And actually, I can do somewhat of a countdown. Woo! Will I get enough lums? I don't know. Only time will tell. Oh my gosh, my thumb. Oh, I missed them all. Oh, dang it. This is impossible. How do I get all the lums? But what is this music? It's called Glue Glue. And it's very Rayman. Where do we start? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I keep wanting to jump over those dudes. Sweet. I mean, this song makes me laugh just like all the other ones, but I keep wanting to jump over those dudes. Oh, no kazoo? Dang. You know what? The whistling sounds good, though. Oh, oh, oh! What happened? What happened? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me check. Okay, we're not there yet. My alarm's gonna go off in about 2 minutes. That's right, I've forgotten my child 2 times at the bus within the last, what, like 2 months? Maybe? Oh! Now I kind of understand what happened. Is this a ukulele? Because I love it. Oh, I keep wanting to jump over those fellas! Oh, at least we start here. But they jump out of my way. These voice mods. This is bananas. I thought the whole thing took place in water. That's what I remembered. We did it! Did I get enough lums? I missed so many of them. You can only hear the bass line? Okay. I turned it. Oh, there we go. Alexa, stop, please. Oh, did I make it? Yes! Oh my gosh, surprise! Did you find some? No way.
Bam.
They really had hoodies in May?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, y'all. Check it. Check what Ander just got. Buckies! Yeah, Buckies! Buckies! It's Buckies. Sweet. Thank you so much. I can't believe he was like, I'm stopping by Buckies and I'm going to get... Are... Oh no, it's not. I thought hoodies were like 40. Buckies! We love Buckies! Okay, so I just turned up the game before I went live because I feel like it was kind of quiet in my recording, but I'll turn it up just a little bit more. She's coming on the bus like any second, any minute. She's gonna be here. It's gonna be mine. You can. Yeah, she's not quite here yet. See, they're down in this neighborhood right here, and this is our neighborhood, so she's not quite there yet. She's coming. I'm so glad that.
Is it time for me to get out of the quiet time?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so glad I got all the lums. I thought for sure I was gonna have to do it again. Lums. Okay, this level, this world is where things crazy heat up. I mean, some of them are harder than others. Lums. Yeah, they're called lums.
Plums.
Lums.
I love lums, clums.
Lums clums.
I love plums.
Yeah, it's coming. It's not quite here yet, but look at this tree in the background. I love that tree. That is great.
He's so walking.
He's so walking. Oh, lums. Lums, 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 lums. Oh, look, we can see the pig. Up there, we can see the pig constellation. Love plum lums. Love plums.
Hey, Ma, I see another walking tree.
You saw another walk-in tree?
Yep.
Yep. That's Murphy.
Murphy.
Yep, that's Murphy. Why the flames? Like, and what are these little fellas? Okay. I vaguely remember this level. Okay. Okay, so this is kind of like mythological. This is Grecian. Oh no! Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. What do you have?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you had something. Okay, you gotta go with Papa. I can't believe he found those hoodies. I did not think he was gonna be able to find hoodies in May, especially on a day where it's 102 degrees outside right now. Not that they changed their inventory based on the daily, but still. Oh! Okay, all right, we came out of that relative unscathed, kind of. I'm sure I have a lot of these little sprouty sprouts. That's most definitely a secret. Dude, I love hoodies, and I actually only have one that I wear kind of on a regular basis. I have one that is from California, actually, that I used to wear a lot, but it actually, oh, I think I'm supposed to go this way. Oh, ooh. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, my brain. But it doesn't fit as well anymore, and so I usually wear my... I guess they're both from California. One of them is a black California one that has the bear on it. And then the other one is that gray hoodie that I wear sometimes that's got, like, California in, like, a peach... It's like a beach scene, kind of, sort of. It's a really nice hoodie. But this one... Okay, yeah, so Buc-ee's... Buc-ee's is like a quick trip the size of Walmart. That's actually a really good description of it. So we love QT, we love Quick Trip. And at this point, that is where I now go get, if Charlotte and I and Auden ever go, oh, I thought their little things stayed there. Okay. If we ever go get like Slurpees, we go to Quick Trip because then I can get a Dr. Pepper and they can get Slurpees, and they have a lot of Slurpee options to choose from. But that's pretty much exactly what... Oh, I was supposed to use him. This is gonna... Yeah, okay. But it is. When we were in QT the other day, Ander was like, you know what? QT reminds me kind of a mini Buc-ee's. But it literally is a gas station that's the size of Walmart. It's insane how large Buc-ee's is. And they have literally everything. And they are super clean. And their bathrooms are super clean. And everything is just like top quality. And they have... It's not like Costco, but they do have like clothes and they have merchandise, and Buc-ee's is an absolute phenomenon here. People love Buc-ee's, and every time you go to a Buc-ee's, there's so many people there, so many people. It's just chock full of people. But they have like insane amounts of bathrooms that are all individual stalls that have individual doors, so you're not like, you were totally walled in. It's totally clean. They have cheap ice still to this day. We love Buc-ee's so much. Wow, that was nuts. But it is. It's like a Walmart-sized Quick Trip. Oh, with a bucktooth beaver as its mascot. And there was some lady that did like a TikTok or something where she was like, all right, we're in Texas and we're at Busey's, and everybody was like, I beg your pardon, ma'am, but that is Buc-ee's. Everybody went nuts over it. Busey's? What? Yeah, so she got herself. I went to Buc-ee's and a double-digit number of gas pumps was open for use. Granted, it was before the grand opening, but let's not sweat the details. Yeah, it's insane. There's one on the way to... Oh, my. There's one on the way to San Antonio, and when we drive past that one, I just can't even believe how many gas pumps there are. It's an insane amount of gas pumps. Oh my gosh. And it's just like out, you know, it's on this giant plot of land, and you just see gas pump, gas pump, gas pump, gas pump, gas pump, just so many. I don't even remember how many there are. But I don't know where the largest Buc-ee's is, because you would think, oh man, I am sucking at this level. I thought I still had the fist, but I do not. Not the super fist anymore. But I don't remember where the biggest one is. I want to say it's in Dallas. Somewhere in Dallas. Ah! Oh, I do still have the super fist. Oh my gosh, how did I... Oh my gosh, music just changed. Everything's crazy. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so stressful. It doesn't can the purple ones shoot fire out of their mouths? I don't think they can. But we've been meaning to get Buc-ee's hoodies forever. I wonder if Rumi has Buc-ee merch. Because Rumi's in Houston. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Oh, we are not done. Oh my. Freaking love this game. The incorrect emphasis on the wrong syllable. Indeed. It's like Busey's, and everybody was like, I beg your pardon. Whoa, straight down to Hades. Everybody was freaking out. They were like, what? Busey's. But yeah, if you have a chance to go to Buc-ee's, recommend it. It's great. It's a good time. Good time all around. It's just kind of one of those things. It's just, you know, you just kind of got to go and experience it for yourself. And they have every single, they literally have like every single, whoa, that was really close. Oh, here he is. I was like, did I miss one? Boom, right there at the end. That was sneaky. They have almost every single billboard on the way from here to Dallas. Almost every single one is a Buc-ee's billboard. And Andrew was like, dude, out here, like kind of like not in the middle of nowhere really, but like when you're driving out on these. Oh, yep. We gotta try and put some weed killer down because that's technically a weed grass. The Buc-ee's in Hillsboro between DFW and Waco has 120 pumps. Hey, how are your arms, Rayman?
Fine.
Oh, they look so much better, Charlotte.
That's the thing is that they always get worse during the night and then they heal during the day.
Yeah, but even when you woke up this morning, they still looked better. They're getting better. They're definitely getting better.
Who likes good news?
They're warm.
Everyone.
Boom, one
then
shot.
Good news,
Probably because
everyone.
it's hot outside.
warm.
that was awesome.
It's Dead Bots! Oh,
because
thanks for the
it's
resub.
hot outside.
I know, it's heckin' hot outside.
Welcome to summer in Texas.
It's not even summer, it's May!
I know. Welcome to Texas.
Boo. Boo earns. No, we didn't burn the mattress. We just...
Look at that teensy little...
Yeah, there's an even teensier teensy. Okay, what do we do for dad bods? Let's see.
Is that the Rayman?
That is the cantina from Star Wars. Whoa, got it.
Star Wars.
Dancing in my word. Yeah, Charlotte did not really love Star Wars. She was kind of like, But you know what? I feel like I had a hair in my mouth.
Like special effects, no approval.
Well, it's because it's
That
old.
situation, I was like, oh.
It's because it's old, man, and they're doing the best they can with what they've got.
Miss Watch, she sent out an email about
I got it.
thing at the end of the year.
Yep, I got it.
What did it say?
It said the kids are. Ooh, they're coming! Oh, they're coming! Oh, I
Did it
love
say
this kind of
something about
stuff.
ice cream?
Yeah, they're supposed to bring ice cream toppings. We'll get there. Oh! I remember these levels being crazy. Yeah, Charlotte watched the first Star Trek and she was like, or Star Trek, I'm sorry, Star Wars. Oh! And she was just like, this is not great. And I was like, look, man, it's dated, like for sure. It's definitely dated. You're used to like really amazing graphics. It is what it is. And it's funny because I love sci-fi, but I never really got into Star Wars either. I think there's a whole level in a place like this, and if I remember right, it is pretty crazy. One day, her kids will tell her the special effects in her childhood movies weren't good. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, look, man, like, it was amazing for the time. My dad loved Star Wars. Oh. Oh, okay, that helped, I guess. Kind of. Am I supposed to jump? Like, what is the process here? Oh, I see. Okay. Wow. All right. This is crazy. Space opera. You know what? One of my favorite sci-fi books I've ever read is technically considered a space opera. It's called Children of Time. And it is absolutely crazy. And I highly recommend you to read it. I recommend everybody read it. If you like sci-fi, it's incredible. It's long, but I thought it was absolutely amazing. It was one of the most amazing sci-fi books I've ever read. I feel like, I don't know. We didn't end up burning the mattress for Charlotte, but yesterday I was thinking, you know what? I put this ant bait in her room and I wonder if that has something to do with it. So I scrubbed her room down, washed all her bedding, did all this stuff, and I don't feel like it made any like massive difference. I think her body, I legitimately think it was sleeping with the tea tree oil from my shampoo on my pillow a couple, like last week, and I think her skin just reacted really intensely to it, and I think her skin is still just like working through it, which is crazy to me. But apparently contact dermatitis, which I should know because I went to school for skincare, contact dermatitis could take 2 to 4 weeks to resolve. And I was like, 2 to 4 weeks? Ugh. But it seems to be getting better. It's not nearly as bad as it was. Oh, what? Oh, crap. I missed the queen. Okay, hold on. Hold on. There's a teensy queen here somewhere that we missed. It can't be here because we pretty much... Oh. Yeah, that was it. That was the end. I'm gonna have to do that level over again. All right, fine. Hey, it's Salty. Yeah, it's definitely contact dermatitis, where she had this kind of lacy red rash all over her arms, but it was only where her arms were exposed and not where her shirt was. And it's never been where her clothing is, and so it's not our laundry detergent. And it's the weirdest thing. I can't figure it out. But it seems to just kind of be going away. But yeah, dude, today's been a really hard day, so I'm right there with you, Dad Bods. And Lindsay and anybody else that may be having a rough day. It's just been one of those days today. I need to just get in my car and just drive away, I think. So. Because Paramount Plus is done. We're not paying for it anymore. So she either needs to watch Netflix, or she can watch like Totoro on the iPad or something. And bait ooh-ha-ha. Yeah, Children of Time, dude. It was... So I read Children of Time. Okay, wait. I listened to Children of Time, and then I read... and then I listened to Children of Ruin, which is... It's the same kind of concept, but they've moved past what happened in the first book. Whoa, this is crazy. How am I supposed to, like, focus on what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. It's absolutely incredible. I loved it. It had more language in it than I really liked for books, but at the same time, I could not believe the vision of everything about it. Just like everything made sense. I mean, obviously I don't feel like something like that would be possible, but everything about it just made sense. I was like, I could totally see this happening in the future. Absolutely. 100%. This is just nuts. But the second one I did not feel like was as good. I didn't like the second one as much. It was good. Oh, it was good, but it was not what it wasn't the first one to me anyway. But it's like they are making a planet. They're sending out to, they're like terraforming all these different... What? I can't look. Hold on. Ah, hold on. Hold on. No, but it's going to move whether I... Oh, that's the same thing that happened last time. What is it? Nice. Oh, and look at that.
So wait a minute. Where's Into the Spider-Verse?
Oh, I'm still gonna die.
What's the point in having this if there is no Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
I don't know. Ask Disney. Disney has all the answers. I don't know. But be grateful you even have that one. You know what I'm saying? But they're trying to like create oh, it's been a long time since I've read it, but they're trying to like terraform planets and create these planets, and they create this virus that basically is supposed to speed up the evolution process. And they're trying to, so what would have taken, you know, hundreds of thousands of years was going to be, I thought the first one was absolutely a masterpiece. I could not believe what I was listening to, I didn't read it, but I couldn't believe what I was listening to. So they create this virus that is supposed to like, they create this virus, and then they were supposed to create these, and then they had these monkeys that were supposed to go to the planet, and they were supposed to, get the virus and basically become, you know, the next, they were supposed to eventually get all the, you know, all the they were supposed to have the virus in them, and then they were supposed to be, what's the term I'm looking for? Evolution, like they were supposed to evolution was supposed to happen like 10 times faster or something like that. But then there was this big problem that happened and all this craziness happened and the monkeys never got to the planet, but the virus did. But the virus was always, it was always intended to work on vertebrates, but nobody ever thought of what it could do to invertebrates. So I'll leave the rest up to your imagination. It was absolutely bananas. I thought it was fantastic. I loved it so much. Like, it freaked me out. Don't get me wrong, because I was like, whoo, that would be absolutely terrifying. There were a couple deaths in the book that I was like, oh man, that would be brutal. But there's stuff going on the planet, and then there's stuff going on a spaceship that's like way out in outer space that's basically the last spaceship known to mankind or something, and they're trying to figure out where to go. What do they call it? Kern's World, I think it's called. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely fantastic. But yeah, the second one was interesting, but it wasn't nearly what the first one was. The first one is absolutely incredible. Okay, we're in a maze. Oh no. Oh. Oh. I'll get you. I got you. I just ran straight into that fireball. Oh. Wait, wasn't I just in a room like... Oh, this is gonna be... This is like one of those places. This is like one of those situations where, like, you watch a Saw movie and you're like, is there... Like, who creates a place like this? Or it's like, what's her name in Megamind, where she's like, is there a place that you can get, like... weird dials and like crazy, like weird evil looking things? And I think it's Minion is like, there's actually a store that we get, and he's like, don't tell her anything, it's in Romania or something like that. I don't remember what it is. It's like, is there a super evil like store where you get all these dials and stuff? Like, what is this place? Who created this place? Okay, wait, I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff in chat. Yeah, Children of Time is great. If you love sci-fi, I highly recommend Children of Time. It's one of my favorite sci-fi novels I've ever listened to / read. I love it. I actually own it. I got it on Audible, so I've listened to it 2 times over the course of the last, I don't know, 10 plus years. And it absolutely boggled my mind. It is long though. It's really long. I think there's a third one though. I think there is a third one. I think it's called Children of Ruin, and I need to visit that. I need to see. I need to see if it's any good. Okay, wait. What did Dad Bod say about finishing a basement? Oh, no, wait. Lindsay says, we're finally getting plumbing estimates to put a bathroom in our basement. I'm freaking out, but so excited. That's what my dad did. My dad and my stepmom, they... Oh, is it Children of Memory? Children of Ruin is the second one. You're right. Children of Memory. Have we heard anything about it? Do we know if it is a good situation or not? I can still hear a teensy. It must be below me. Okay, all right, okay. Oh, yep, it is. It's right here, right? Yes. I'm supposed to find 10 freaking teensies in this whole area. Oh, that was number 3. Okay, all right, we're on track now. That's good. There's another one. Oh, shoot. I didn't pay attention to... Okay, that one's out. Oh, it's fine. We can survive it. It's totally fine. Where's this? Oh, there he is. Ah! I was gonna say, that seemed too easy peasy. So I used to listen to audiobooks a lot, yes. And then I became kind of I went on this binge of, okay, we're gonna go down first. Oh no. And then I went on this binge of downloading like YouTube videos, educational YouTube videos to listen to on my walks instead. But I feel like because of that, my algorithm's gotten all messed up. And so I need to take a break from the YouTubes for a while. So I want to go back to listening to audiobooks. So I actually just started, which is funny because I've listened to this before, but YouTube was showing me clips from the show The Dropout about Elizabeth Holmes and Theranos and her whole like Bad Blood startup. And so I decided to listen to the book Bad Blood, which is written by John Carreyrou, who is the Wall Street Journal dude that basically was the one that like, I mean, he didn't break the story. It was a whistleblower inside the company that did, but he basically helped it come to fruition, and he helped expose, he helped expose Elizabeth for what she was doing. But it couldn't have happened without, who was it? Oh shoot, I think I just made a mistake. Shoot! I just missed a whole bunch of teensies. Oh, biscuits, all right, fine. I didn't make it all the way through the, okay. So I started listening to that today because I was like, you know what? I'm kind of in the mood to listen to an actual like book. But this one isn't fiction, but it was one of those that I was just like, I remember liking this one, and the story of Theranos is so fascinating to me because I just don't understand how she was able to pull the wool over everybody's eyes the way that she did when everything was going wrong, and how she was able to convince everybody that, oh, I only missed one. No, I missed two. Okay, it's good to know. It's just a fascinating story for me, or to me. But stories like that are really fascinating to me in general anyway. Stories like about cons and stuff are just so fascinating to me because I would never, ever be able to pull something like that off. I am not clever enough or smart enough. And to be totally honest, I think Elizabeth Holmes is somewhere on the autism spectrum. Because if you watch her and you watch the way that she, and I'm not saying that that excuses her like from making, I'm not saying that like, well, she doesn't think like everybody else, and so therefore, you know, she, like, I think she knew what she was doing was wrong, but I think in her mind, she was just thinking, well, with enough time, I'll be able to fix it all. All she needed was time. But the problem with that is she was really putting patients' lives at stake. I don't know. I feel like she's somewhere on the autism spectrum, and that she just wasn't thinking the same way about all that stuff and didn't have as much of a, in her case in particular, she didn't seem to really have, she had a hard time reading the emotions of people, and like especially even thinking and like empathizing with the emotions of the patients and the people that were on the other side. I think she only saw like what was in front of her, but ultimately I do think she knew what she was doing was wrong, but I don't know. I also could be like, I have no idea. Whatever the case, she was sentenced to like 15 years in prison. And what she did was wrong. Oh, absolutely. It was 100% wrong. But I'm just saying, I think her brain just worked differently. And I really, truly think she firmly believes she could do it if she was given enough time. But the problem is the time she was looking for was like 10, 20, 30, 40 years in the future. What she wanted wasn't going to happen right now. And no matter how much she thought she could live, she thought she could do it on borrowed time. And she was doing it at the expense of her investors, and she was on their money, on their dollar, and what she did totally was wrong. She was putting the risk, she was putting her patients at risk, she was putting tons of people's lives at risk. It was totally wild. It's a crazy story. But she just, I don't know, watching her interviews and stuff and her mannerisms, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But whatever the case, there were so many things that were wrong with her like story and her situation and her obsession with trying to be a billionaire at age 22 or whatever. Like, I don't know. It was absolutely crazy. My dad and my stepmom finished out their basement, or they have a lot of room in their basement, and they said that they were going to put some rooms down there, and then they were going to put a bathroom down there. And when I got there and saw it, it is the like teensiest, tiniest, tiny, whiny little bathroom. But at the same time, I also get that that's expensive, and so they were probably like, well, how can we do this without, oh, that was close. Actually, the bathroom is a pretty good size, but the rooms are relatively small. And I only say that they're small because they want us to share them when we come visit them, and it's really hard to share those rooms when I've got like my 2 kids with me. It's kind of it's a struggle, but it's okay. There's so many things I wish I could do to this house. Oh my gosh. Things I wish I could build. Like, I wish we could build on. I wish we could build onto some things. And 14K all in all. Dang. Yeah, there are lots of things I wish I could do to this house. But I also know that, like, this is... Oh! I know that this isn't our forever home. So I know we're not going to, like... be here for the rest of our lives, and so I don't want to put all that time and energy into it, you know what I mean? There was a time, Chiron, where I used to listen to audiobooks obsessively. That's all I listened to was audiobooks, and I went through audiobook after audiobook after audiobook, and I loved it for like, gosh, 4 years when I was walking every single day in Austin, almost every morning in Austin, I was always listening to an audiobook. And it's been a long time since I've read a lot of them. Or listen to them. So obviously, like, I don't remember all the ones that I really, really, really loved. There were obviously ones that were good, and then there were ones that weren't as good. But I really loved The Brothers K by David James Duncan. That was an excellent one. And then I really loved A Monster Calls, but I was like sobbing while I was walking around the college campus that I used to go walking around. And I was just like crying. Everybody probably thought I was nuts. I really loved it. It's a beautiful story, but it is so sad. It is so heartbreakingly sad. I don't know if I could ever, I know it's a movie, but I can't bring myself to actually watch it. And I'm glad I read it, because it did teach me some things, but I don't think I could ever read it again, and I don't think I could watch the movie. Oh man, we are not very far in this level. I just rescued my 3rd teensy. That's not very far at all. This is orchestrated music, right? Like, this sounds fully orchestrated to me. This must be where the Teensy King is. Boom. Yeah, this world is filled with lots of running up walls and ping-ponging back and forth, running up walls. Oh my gosh. Oh. Nice. Did it. All right, almost there. Oh, maybe not. How many teensies do I have? Oh, not almost there. This level feels so long. I don't know why this level feels so long, but it does. It feels like it's forever long. Oh man, and now things are falling. That was so nice of him to like wait for me to catch up to chase him. Thanks for that, buddy. Appreciate it. Am I supposed to... Oh, right on that? Yes. I would love to... I think if I had my way, I would love to redo our kitchen more than anything else. Like, bathrooms are fine. Laundry room's fine. But I think I would love to... Not necessarily redo the kitchen, but I can think of a lot of things I'd like to add in the kitchen. Or, like, take away in the kitchen. Our cabinets are very outdated, and I would really love to be able to have non-outdated cabinets, and I've thought about doing it on my own, but I remember watching a YouTube video that said something like it's like a $10 cabinet door tutorial or something, and I thought, okay, maybe so, but you have to have all the really expensive equipment in order to make those cabinet doors, and I don't have all that. I don't have all that equipment, so it's not just a $10 cabinet door tutorial, because you have all the saws and all the things that you need. I don't have that. That's very different. Kitchen needs to be done. We might need to add space from outside the house to do it. Probably $100,000 job, but cheaper than a new house. That is true. Cheaper than a new house. Our kitchen isn't small by any means, but I definitely would. Oh, so we have those kitchen cabinets that have the middle down the, like when you open both sides up, there's like a panel down the middle. And I hate it because what I'd love and what my cousin has in her like bazillion dollar home is she has those pull-out drawers. That's what I want. Oh, wait. Is my Twitch category not... Oh! Oh my gosh, you're right. Oh, yes, it is. My streamer bot did it correctly. Yay. Brazilian dollar homes. Did I choose Legends or is it Origins? Rayman Legends. Okay, good. I did that with the streamer bot. But yeah, she has these like pull-out drawer shelves, I guess, which makes so much sense because I am a small person and it's hard for me to reach all the way back in cabinets, and also that's so much wasted. Woo! That's so much wasted cabinet space. You've got all this dead space in the back that you can't do anything with because you either can't reach it or it just falls, you know, it falls back there. Oh, I missed that, Beans. I thought I was in A. I don't know what I thought. $6.95. I think I think you only need 600 to get the... Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it's just a stop between the doors. And so when you open the cabinets, there's this like piece of wood in the middle. So you can't do pull out. You can't take the whole shelf and make it a pull out shelf. I could do that on my own. I could get the hardware and all that stuff. But that thing in the middle means that when you close the cabinet doors, there's that little piece that shows between them. So even if I were to take the piece out, the cabinet doors would close and there would be a big old gap. Nad! 2:50 a.m. Okay, wait, Wednesday morning. Okay, so you're in my future. Where are you located? You are like way in the future. Are you in Australia? No, it's not 12:50 a.m. in Australia. 12:50 a.m. Wow, that is late. That is late, but welcome. I'm so happy you're here, even if it's 12:50 a.m. I'm not your mom. I'm not going to tell you when to go to bed. You can cut that out and attach it to one of the doors. Oh my gosh. Okay, so wait. So you take that middle piece out and then you attach it just to like the side of one of the cabinet doors? Oh, I might be able to actually, oh. I say I could do it. Like I say, oh, we could do that, but it wouldn't be we, it would be me. You know what I'm saying? Because Ander is working all the time. Susie thinking teensy's toonsing. I'm originally born in the UK and moved to Dubai in August due to a work promotion. So you're in Dubai. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you were originally born in the UK. I have heard Dubai is a crazy place. Absolutely crazy place. I hear it's an amazing place, but I hear it is crazy. Like this, like the structure. I mean, I guess it depends on where you are, because I'm thinking Dubai, like, but like the buildings and stuff. I would love to visit Dubai. I think that would be really fun. But you know what? I am all for travel so much more than my husband. My husband is like, traveling sucks. And I get it. You know, you don't want to be on an airplane for a really long time. And I totally get that. But I would totally take the opportunity to go to a place like Dubai or go some, you know, I would love to travel to Japan. I would love it. I would actually really love to go to like tiny little cities somewhere in Japan, where there are like rice paddies and things like that, or, you know, maybe in China or something. Like that's what like Totoro, they live in those little houses and they're all tending the rice paddies and everything. And then you find those cool little like shrines that are by the road. I would love to see things like that. And my husband's like, yeah, that would be cool, but I don't want to sit on an airplane for X amount of hours. And I mean, he's not wrong. Like, I totally get it. Did we not just do this level? I'm telling you, we just did this level. Oh, and we start from the very beginning. Boo, Earns. Goodness gracious. I love this kind of platforming, though. Oh, this is quicksand indeed, which we all thought was going to be a bigger problem. Oh, that's all right. We saved it. It's fine. Oh my gosh. I had a client years ago that used to go to Dubai. They lived in Dubai. I can't remember why. Her husband, something to do with her husband's work. But It's fine. Oh, that was a really good save. Oh! When does this level end? I mean, like, for real. You can come with us when we take our kiddo for his first trip to Japan. I would love to go to Japan. But Andrew has no interest. And like, I get it. I don't blame him. Flying is uncomfortable for him. He's got long legs and flying is really uncomfortable. I get that. Not to mention the cost. Like, we just can't justify the cost, but I would love to take my kids. Like, I had the opportunity, and I know I'm missing chat messages. I'll get there in a second. I had the opportunity to visit Europe when I was 14, and I wouldn't trade that for the world. It was so much fun, and I got to see so many cool different cultures and all sorts of different cool stuff. I loved it, and I've always wanted to go back. And I've asked my husband, you know, would you ever go back to Europe? Would you ever go to Europe with me? And he's like, no. Not because he doesn't want to, but because he's not he's like, I would love to go and experience that stuff, but I'm not willing to like go through all the effort it takes to get there. I'm not willing to do the planes and the flying and all the traveling and the hotels and I get it. I totally understand. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that was close. Have I made? Oh no. But I would love to go to. Oh, we were so close when we died that one time. Jeez, cheese and crackers. Okay, wait. Nad says, in my opinion, coming up to 2 years this August, Dubai is so stunning. Amazing weather. Great food, lovely people, low crime rate. My house, which I bought and moved in 2 months ago, is a 10-minute walk from the beach/sea, and the best of all, no taxes. Well, it sounds like Nad is living in paradise. Almost paradise. We're knocking on heaven's door. So apparently Nad lives in heaven. How does that feel, Nad? To live in heaven while I live in Texas, where it's like 102 degrees here today. I'm totally kidding. Yeah, see, 20 hours in a plane with kids, that sounds miserable. And I understand, but I also understand, yeah, I would like to be in Japan. If I could just be like, and then be in Japan, that would be amazing. But the idea of like the travel it takes, and I also understand that international flights are different. Like, they're just different. They fly on different planes. The whole experience is different. But we could never afford to do that right now. But I would absolutely love to. I'd love to go back to Europe and see kind of the places that me and my family went. And I've actually, and I have told my husband, I'm like, well, do you guys see how much running I'm doing? Day in the morning. So much running. Those guys are, oh, they don't die in that heat. Okay, that was cool. Oh, I thought that was a secret. Oh, I understand. Oh my gosh. Whoa. No place is perfect, but if I have to choose from UK or Dubai, it would have to be Dubai, as in the no taxes is a major factor. You save so much money. Okay, so how does that work though? If there are no taxes, how, and this may sound like a very stupid question, but how does the city function? Like, how do they make things happen? Well, I guess you could say the same thing for like America. It's like, well, what do taxes really do? We don't know. We were thinking that they did that they did certain things, but I don't know if that's actually the case. I don't know. I feel like we're kind of learning that sometimes maybe our taxes are not going toward the things we thought they were. So I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm not sure. But I don't know if you guys knew this, but did you guys know that toll roads are not owned by the state or the city? Toll roads are owned by people, bazillionaires, that want to get their goods moved faster. So they build these entire highways and then they charge you to use them for convenience. That's why you pay random. What is happening? Oh, whoa. Yes, I did not know that. I thought okay, I didn't grow up in a place with toll roads. I remember experiencing toll roads for the first time when I went to Boston to visit my aunt, and we had to pay tolls. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's weird. Why do they do that? And my mom was like, well, it's because tolls keep the roads clean and they keep things working. Oh my gosh, my brain. And that's just like part of living in the city, is you just have to Wow, my brain. Okay, all right. If there is a state toll, then like, you know, that makes sense, because then those tax dollars or those toll dollars or whatever are going to go toward adding things for the actual state. But most toll roads are actually just owned by these insanely wealthy business owners, and they want to get their goods like shipped quicker. Oh, and so they just build these insane highways, and then they get their goods shipped faster, and then you can use them for convenience, but you have to pay. I did not realize, because we dealt with some problems with tolls a while back. We got a message from, I don't remember what it was, but we got a message from a toll company that was like, we started getting all these like charges, and I noticed on our bank account that we were getting all these charges. And I was like, oh, yep, there was. Oh, and look, there's a door. Secret tunnel. Whoa. But we started getting all these notices saying that they were taking money out of our account. Oh, yeah. Like more often than normal. And so I called them, and they were like, well, that's because of your overdue tolls. And I said, what are you talking about, overdue tolls? What are you talking about? And they said, well, you stopped paying your tolls back in, I don't know, such and such. It had been like a year. And so we owed like hundreds of dollars on these tolls. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I have like a text tag. Like, I've got the thing. And she was like, yeah, those haven't been going through. And I was like, well, okay, how do I fix that? And she said, and I said, well, nobody contacted me. I never got any emails. I never got any like information saying that I had like, they said, well, your payment, like your debit card changed or something like that. And I was like, well, okay, well, nobody reached out and told me that. How was I supposed to know that was a thing? And she was like, well, we sent you a text message. And I said, I'm sorry, like a legit corporation, like a legit business sent me a text message to say, hey, we don't have a credit card on file or something, and I didn't answer or didn't call, and nothing was done about my account, and nobody called me or like emailed me or anything. And she was just like, so we had like yeah, I also got a text message from a toll company. I love that he's cleaning the floor. Look at him. They're like, hey, we gotta, oh no, oh no, oh, biscuits. Yeah, it was like, okay, what? I just felt like that was such a crappy way of doing business. I was like, wait, so I'm supposed to, I didn't even know this was going on, and you're telling me that I owe you like hundreds of dollars? And she was like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. So we just had to pay it, but like, it was the stupidest thing. It was so dumb. So I was really mad. So that was when Ander was like, well, you know that most toll companies are not owned by the state. They're owned by these individual billionaires that build their own highways to ship their goods faster. So you're basically putting money in a billionaire's pocket, which I guess technically with taxes, like in the United States, you kind of are too, in a way. Sometimes it depends, I guess. But like, what? I was so mad about it. And yeah, the text messages of toll companies nowadays is like on the rise. I get text messages almost weekly saying, you haven't paid your toll. Contact us now because you're in danger of your account being delinquent or whatever. And on the surface, everything looks fine. But if you look closer, you'll either see like, and I got those a lot. Oh, this is probably going to be really bad. I feel like this is the one that is nuts. Let's see if I can talk and do this at the same time. Dubai sounds like heaven. Oh, and we have Murphy. I love you.
Who likes good news, everyone?
Bye, Lindsay. Avoid those toll scams. Seriously, avoid the toll scams. Wait. Secret tunnel. Oh. Yep, knew it. Ooh. There it is. Whoa. For the record, Charlotte is loving Mario Wonder. I knew she would. I was like, dude, you're gonna love that game. Ooh, that is a far drop. Hey, it's Chaos! I get a few text messages about past due tolls. Interesting part is I don't drive. Yeah, well, there you go. There's a scam. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's... Oh! Oh. I think I know how to do that. Oh my gosh, Choppa! I missed that. I'm so sorry. What do I... Hey, speaking of Indiana Jones, seriously, thank you so much for that resub, Choppa. Has anybody played the... Oh, okay, that's fine. Has anybody played the game? And, like, what's the consensus? Do we like it? Is it fun? Is it worth it? Is it a good time all around? Is it lame? Oh, man. We got this, like... That's so sinister. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so apparently text message or toll companies can be absolutely VT's like, sorry, that was me buying Legos. I haven't rescued one teensy yet. Oh, I guess I haven't. I just started this level. Oh, there he is. There he is. I got a letter from the North Texas Transit Authority that I'd gone through a toll there and I had a past due balance. The photo of the tag and the plate number of mine, but the plate design was all wrong and had missed the data stickers. Someone had forged an Oklahoma plate with my old number on it? What? Oh, now it's about to go down. Okay. So not only am I running on walls, I'm also controlling Murphy. Oh my gosh. Oh! Dang it! Darn. For a year? Really? Oh my gosh, 12 months. Oh, I was very kind. Oh, you know what? It's fine. Oh, yeah, it's fine. No, it's not! I need to be running! Maybe I can fall. No, I need to run. I can't just fall. Cannot just fall. Must run. Got it. This does not work. Am I supposed to cut that while I'm running? Instructions unclear. I also love this music. Oh, yes! Wow. Okay. Oh. To be totally honest, though, this is one of my favorite levels. This is so fun. It's so chaotic, but it's so fun. Oh my gosh. This has how many teensies? 10? Good day in the morning. I thought it only had 3. Oh. Yeah. Oh, we're still going. Okay. Auden was asking earlier, I want to see the dragons. Well, here are dragons. Oh, that one went down. Oh my gosh, I think we did it. Wait, what's this? I think there's a secret. I might just ruin everything. Nope, it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Oh, I think that's where the teensy king is, maybe? Yes. Army Dragons! You know what? I think there's a book series based off of that, actually. Or I think it's called that. Oh, it's Here Be Dragons, I think, so. Oh. Hold on. You know what? It's fine. I think you just needed 300. I think we did it. What time is it? 4? Sweet. We got all the teensies. I love that level. That is a fun level. It's bananas, but it is a fun level. We did it! Yeah, so, and you talked to your local DMV and they confirmed no one else had that number since me. The lengths some people will go to. It's so wild to me because I'm like, you know, you obviously have really amazing skills. Bow hunting skills, computer hacking skills. Why don't you put those skills to good? People will pay for that. For you to like obviously you're working on, like you're putting forth work. Oh, is this the boss? Oh my gosh, I think this is the final boss. It's like you're putting forth work and effort. You might as well do it for a good cause. Think of how much good could be done for our world if the people with those skills would use them for good. That's crazy to me. It's like you're already putting forth so much effort to what? Scam people? Hey, it's Scarecrow. I don't remember this. Yes, I do. Dude, this is the... Oh, he looks different than I remember. Okay, I guess we're running. Oh my gosh! Oh, dang it. Beans. Beans. I know, right? I am way too lazy. Like, I already don't have enough energy to do a lot of things that I want to do. I can't even imagine having to try to do the things that I... You know what I mean? It's crazy to me. Oh my gosh. Oh! Oh, I'm still alive! Look at that. Oh, when you run, it makes a, like... Well, okay. Yeah, I'm too lazy. I don't want to do it. Oh, I should have just hung on that. Where do I go? Do I go the opposite way? Oh. That's good. That's good, I guess. Ah. How much do we have to eliminate the whole him, all of him? Oh, that's not what. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. If you run, you produce a way bigger fireball. Fireball, fireball, fireball. Oh my gosh. Ah! That was just, nope, I cannot spike him. Run, run, run. Oh my gosh. That was, what? That was a stupid, okay. That was a stupid decision. Okay, we got his whole tail. That is so bad. I can't do. Oh, okay. I'm still alive. That's cool. I was just trying to duck. That didn't work. Oh, I was facing the wrong direction. Okay. 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 Oh. I do remember this guy being a relatively formidable final boss. I legit do not understand how I'm supposed to... Yeah. Ah! Dang it! Who words? Just keep hitting, just keep hitting, just keep hitting, hitting, hitting. What do? We hit. Don't hurt other people, folks. Unless it's a crazy hand demon that's trying to come and kill you. Oh, yeah! We did it. Oh, but I want that. Okay. Oh. Ooh, that was lucky. Lucky. It was also lucky. Oh, that was also really lucky. Oh, but I lost my heart. Oh, no. Okay, this is what I remember. Oh, nope, lies. This is not what I remember. Never mind. Okay, now you can't do the, like, the run. Oh my gosh, I can't move very fast. Am I gonna start over right here? Yeah, okay. At least I can kind of like stay up indefinitely with this air flow here. That's nice. I don't know where they're gonna go. Okay, okay. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, all right. Yeah, I will take that. Oh, that didn't really help me. You can't move very fast in the wind, so man, when you get trapped, you are trap head. Or you just run straight into them. I do not recommend that. Okay, okay, okay. Where? Oh, I can hang out up here in the corner. No, that was really close. Oh, that was also pointless. Oh, I want that. Oh yeah, we got one. Sweet. Okay, okay. All right. Good, good, good. And I still have a heart. Is that a pig? It's pigs. Oh, I think I'm supposed to jump. Okay, all right. These freaking pigs, they're one-eyed. One-eyed pigs. This is the one I remember. Okay. I forgot he had all those. Oh! Great. Oh, I'm still alive! Oh my gosh! Nope, not alive anymore. You don't have your ADHD kicking on this level. It's true. Ah! What was that again? Yeah, that was great. Oh! That did nothing! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Is this all he does? Oh! Shoot! 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 Ah! Oh, there it is. We're just in a merry-go-round. Oh, I don't think you. Oh, yes, you can. I didn't think you could do that. Oh! 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 Oh my gosh, that was really close. Ah! Oh my gosh, I think we did it! I don't think I've ever beaten that guy so fast. He normally takes me multiple tries.
I did it!
We did it. Flying pigs went. Look at that dude in the back. Do you see that big giant guy back there who is strumming a tiny whiny little harp? I love it. Oh shoot, no, I wanted those lums. I think they'll still give them to me. Wait. Yeah. That's how you get all the lums in this level. Thank you. Cornucopia of lums. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Oh, that was a lot of lums. So this is the end. This is the final boss of Rayman Legends. But then we still have all the Origins paintings to do. And then we also still have the 8-bit levels. I think we need to do the music level in this one, and then we'll move over to the Origins paintings for the levels. So obviously they're making some sort of weird little stomp music thing. I mean, I don't don't condone violence, but also when someone goes through all that to scam people, I won't shed a tear for them either. I totally understand. Like, I don't condone violence either, but you are actively hurting people. I did it! I beat it, babe! Now we can run through all the letters.
Mama, look.
What? They encourage you to get as many lums as you can because in order to unlock the final, like, hero, you have to have 1 million lums. So many lums. I've never gotten that before.
Hey, Ma, look at that star thing.
Yep. Look at that star thing. But now my arms are tired. My thumb is tired from all the, like, just constant. Yeah, watch him. He's gonna dance. Ready? You watch him. He's gonna start dancing. Oh, maybe not. Bam. This is one of my favorite side-scrolling platformers of all time. I highly recommend it. The Teensy, my little guy. He's gonna start dancing over there, maybe. It's just so much fun, and the humor is so great, and the animation is great, everything. I thought it was a perfect game. And I love that they give you the opportunity to go back and do the Origins paintings as well, because they actually made, as challenging as they made the levels, they decided to make the levels really challenging, but make it a little easier to get lums. Whereas in Origins, I feel like the levels aren't quite as difficult, but getting the lums is more difficult.
I want to see him dance.
He won't dance. I don't know why he won't dance. Usually he sits there and he does this.
Can I see?
He's not doing it now. I don't know why.
Just jump on the letter.
I can't, if I jump on the letters, he's not going to dance either. Not to mention it has a beautiful soundtrack. I mean, come on. We listened to Mariachi Eye of the Tiger.
Hey, Ma,
It doesn't get much better than that.
What's that moon on?
Big shout out to all these amazing people for putting together such an amazing game. I don't need to get the letters. You need to go out, please. But I'm kind of not playing, and I'm going to be signing off here in a minute. I think I have one more level, my music level. I don't think you can skip this. Oh yeah, you can. So I think I got enough to party hardy at the end, and then we'll do the music level, and then I'll call it for today. And what's today? Tuesday? So tomorrow we'll do more Rayman Legends. Oh, I only needed 100 and I got 952. And then on Friday we'll do what's it called? Skyward Sword. I think I just got to the Oh, okay. Now I have to show you. Okay, before we do Dragon Slayer, I want to show you guys these Dark Rayman paintings. These Dark Rayman paintings are absolutely outrageous. Oh, they're so hard. Okay, wait. Which Dark Rayman? Where are they? No. Oh, maybe it's... Maybe it's not. Okay. The hell breaks loose. This was like the hardest level. Oh, and they don't give you a heart at the beginning because it's one of those where, oh, and it's time. Okay, so you have this, oh, and it's in the water. So you have this Dark Rayman that appears behind you, and he mimics all your movements. So not only are you timed, but you have this Dark Rayman, mimics all your movements. Underwater is going to be really hard because the controlling is different. Oh. Ah! I can't even make it past the first 3 seconds. I think I'm supposed to do this, actually. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh. wouldn't it be so fun to be in a orchestra that plays video game music? Oh, that would be so fun. Oh, now we have a current. Okay. Oh! Anyway, you guys get the gist. It is a struggle. I struggle. Yeah. Mariachi, Eye of the Tiger. Okay, we're gonna do these levels tomorrow because I do not have the mental capacity to do a super fat. Well, we'll do the Dragon Slayer one, which is the music level, and then I'll have to do those other ones some other time. But if I do this, it will unlock Granny's World Tour, which is absolutely worth it. The one thing they did not include in this one is the Land of the Living Dead, which made me really sad because I loved that in Rayman Origins. I thought it was great, but they didn't include it for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why. This one is really fast though, wow. Great. I gotta jump high enough to do that. Oh, too high! Okay, well, apparently there's also the opportunity to jump too high, so fine. If they're gonna be that way, that is just fine. Okay, I have a question. I've never played Final Fantasy X before, and I know nothing about it. Is it super cringy? Is it like, oh my gosh. Is it like, I mean, I know it came out in those 2000s, you know, but is it like Kingdom Hearts cringy? I'm slightly worried it's gonna be like crazy cringy, and I'm gonna be like, but I know so many people love it. Okay, all right, we can do this. It's fine. I do love this music. Like, I know Final Fantasy X is very close to a lot of people's hearts. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think this is where we start. That's good. And you know what? It just occurred to me why they structure the levels this way. Oh my gosh. Why they structured them to music, because with the 8-bit levels, you have to rely on the music because they don't let you see the level very well. So they have those blue things there to give you some sort of like, hey, this is like a marker. It's easily seen. I don't think you're allowed to call a game cringy if you haven't played it. That's true. I was just talking to my sister about it last night. And I said, have you ever played Final Fantasy X? She said no. And she said, I think it's one of the, you know, it's made in like the 2000s. Well, I've watched a little bit of gameplay from Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, ooh, this is not for me. But you know what? I also understand that had I played it when it first came out, I probably would have enjoyed it. I think it's me looking in on it now that I'm like, I don't know. I'm just curious. Are they similar? I feel like the people who love it do so because they have nostalgia for it as kids, but the story just has really annoying gaping plot holes. Oh, Final Fantasy X? Really? Oh no, the Living Dead party unlocks with 400 teensies. Okay. Interesting. Wolf has a point though. I forget I asked because you're right. I can't be like, is it as cringy as this game that I also have never played? You're right. That's totally fair. Totally fair. They have added a whole lot of extra characters Okay, this is the Teensy Wizard. Look at this. 170,000, 228,000, 280,000, 350,000. 1 million. Oh. That looks like a Rayman character. But they also have, or One Lum Sun. They also added a whole bunch of new ones. They have, these are all the girls you save, but they have Funky Ray that was not in the original. They also have Champion Ray, which was not in the original. They have Splinter Ray. They have Ray Voss. They have Ray of Persia, and they have Assassin Ray. Those were 100% not, and they've got a couple glow boxes too. Those were 100% not in the original one I played. They have been added on the PlayStation or on the Switch because they definitely were not. And there are bits of Final Fantasy X story that should have been plot twists, but were revealed super early or were super obvious to the player way before the characters caught on. I don't know. I have never played an entire Final Fantasy game other than Final Fantasy VII. So that's all I have to compare it to, other than playing like Rebirth and Remake. So that's all I have to compare it to. But Wolf is right. I can't call something cringy if I haven't actually played it myself. I have seen clips and I've seen others play it, but those are just clips. I mean, I don't know. But Kingdom Hearts for me is not something that I want to really dive into. It's not on my backlog because I'm like, I feel like I have a feeling I wouldn't appreciate it as much as I probably would have back in the day. Now, I own a copy of it, and I've encouraged Charlotte that she should try it because I think she would probably love it. And I probably would have too if I were her age. But the fact that I'm now like in my late 30s, I don't know if I could do it. And I've also heard that the timeline gets really weird. But that's on the docket. Final Fantasy X is on the docket. It was gifted me by Z Collector. Multiple people I interviewed for GameSpark and then just multiple people I've talked to. Final Fantasy X is so high on their list. They just absolutely love it. But I've never seen any gameplay. I've never seen any clips. I don't know the story. I know what the main guy looks like. That's it. That's all. And I've heard him laugh. That is it. That's all. The graphics are pretty, and it's the first Final Fantasy game with voice acting. Well, there is something to be said about that. That's exciting. You know, with video games the way that they were back then. And of course, now we take that for granted, but like that was, that's a staple now, but man, back then, well, and not even so much. Well, it was the first Final Fantasy game, but like, think back to like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, the voice acting in that, which is just terrible, but it is what it is. We've come a long way since then. And I, for one, I'm really grateful to have witnessed the rise of, how video games have gotten better and greater. And they help me experience really amazing things and amazing stories. And I love them for that. And nobody can ever take that away from me. I love them for that so much. But this is where I'm going to leave it for today. I feel like I owe you guys an apology. I don't feel like I did a very good job being a very good streamer today. I just feel like my brain was in a million places and I was having trouble focusing, and it's just been a really weird day for me. And this just happens. I'm usually a really positive person, and I'm usually like a really happy kind of go lucky person. And every once in a while I have a day where I just don't feel that way. And I have a hard time. I don't know. I wake up, whether it's on the wrong side of the bed or whatever. And today I just feel like my head has just not been in the game today, the game. I don't know. I hope that's true. Thanks, Mud. I appreciate that. But I feel like I've been barely hanging on this whole time. I feel like my brain has been ready to just slide out of my head. And it's just one of those days where I'm like, you know what? I want to sit and just scroll and do nothing on YouTube. But I also know that that doesn't do anything for anybody. And I shouldn't do that either. And obviously I have things I need to take care of, but it's just been one of those days. Sword art. Okay, no, you're right. It's not a mariachi mix. It's not. Like I totally get that. And I know that I know they call it mariachi madness. I totally understand that, and I am not the right person to ask. So you obviously have a much better, if you've listened to mariachi music, far more than I have, then that makes perfect sense. So I said it was a mariachi mix of it, but it really is just a different type of, it's just a different type of mix with a different type of flair of Eye of the Tiger. And I thought it was great. I really, really loved it. I would listen to that, jam out to that in my car. Can't be super bubbly every day. Even the sky has clouds at times, and know the sunshine is following soon. Well, everywhere but Michigan. I try really hard to, yeah, no, you're right. I should not say it about a game I haven't played. You're absolutely right. Unless I have like witnessed it firsthand and like sat on the couch with somebody while they were playing it and like experienced a bunch of stuff about it and been like, oh yeah, this isn't for me. But I haven't ever done that with either of those games either. I see. There are just days when, I mean, my job is to stay home and like be basically a homemaker. And that was not something I ever wanted to do with my life. I've always loved, or I always did love working outside the home. And I loved my peak time. I feel like my peak like mom time was when I was working part-time and I was able to work every other day and then be home with Charlotte every other day. And Charlotte didn't have as many friends. I will say we didn't get together with friends very often because I was working. And I was too busy and was like, I can't go to people's houses on days off. Like I got crap I got to do. And Charlotte and I were just little buddies and we were attached at the hip. And then the next day I'd go to work and I'd be able to dress up pretty and I'd be able to wear cute clothes and I'd be able to go talk to other women and lift women up and make them feel beautiful. And I got to have these conversations with people all day and I'd come home and Andrew would cook dinner and I would clean up and we had this really great thing going and it's a struggle. And sometimes I'm just reminded that being a stay-at-home parent was not something that I had ever I'd ever aspired to be. And I am one because I have to be, because I can't work. We can't put our kids in childcare. And not that I want to put my kids in childcare. I don't want to put my kid in childcare just so I can go work somewhere. You know what I mean? Because I don't, me personally, if I had to go out and get a job, then that would be one thing, but I don't. And so streaming is a great way to give me an outlet and help me feel like I have something of my own. And I appreciate that a lot. And I appreciate that I have this space a lot. And, like I said, most of the time I'm a really positive person, but every once in a while I do start to kind of, I have a day where I'm just like, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. I clean up the same messes and all parents in this are going to, this is going to sound familiar. Clean up the same messes every day. You have to come up with different stuff for dinner every day. And then being home with a toddler all day, you have to come up with different snacks and you have to come up with different things. And then she doesn't want to eat the things I make. And then I just get frustrated and I feel overstimulated and overwhelmed. And sometimes I deal with that better than others. And today was just one of those days where I just felt really, really drained by it all. But streaming helps with that. And it gives me an outlet and it gives me a place to kind of, Auden was great today during quiet time. She didn't interrupt me at all. She was totally great, but I just feel like my head was just not fully in the game. And so if I said anything or anything like that people thought was weird or whatever, I apologize. My head was not as much in the game today as I wanted it to be. And right before I went live, I was like, I just feel weird. I just don't feel normal today. I hope this is okay. I hope I don't go off on weird tangents or whatever. But anyway, and it happens sometimes, like Mud said, sometimes, skies can't always be sunny. And I completely understand that. And it's true. Just because I'm a positive person doesn't mean I don't have bad days. But today was just one of those mornings where I feel like I was home and I was active and I was moving around, but I feel like I got nothing done. And I feel that way often, where I just feel like I am constantly on the move. And yet I feel like I have nothing to show for it all day long, other than maybe I get the dishwasher done or something. But it just is what it is. It's one of those things where I'm in a position where I love my children dearly. I've been kind of sort of shamed for complaining about having kids in chat before, but just because I have a hard time with my kids sometimes doesn't mean I'm not grateful for them. I love them, but they push my buttons, they test my patience, and sometimes I just want to be left alone. And I don't get that very often. So it's okay to feel frustrated with something. You can still love it and still feel frustrated with it. But I consider myself lucky that I have, a happy family, and I think that's great. But there are definitely times where I feel like, and to be totally honest, like when my mom was alive, she used to tell me, she'd say, well, what would you do like if both girls were in school? And I was like, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, would I go back to work? Would I go find a place to do lashes? Would I do that? Or would I just spend more time streaming? Or would I write? Or like, I don't know what I would do. But the reality is there's no way for me to know, because that's not the reality right now. And it's not going to be for a while, because Auden isn't going to go into school for a while. So there's kind of no point in me sitting and being like, oh, well, this is what I would do. But every year my kids get a little older and a little more independent, which allows a little more independence from me or for myself. And, oh, Choppa, seriously, I like, I mean, we have a lot of people in this chat that aren't parents, and we have a lot of people that are parents. And so I don't want to bore anybody, but it's a very real feeling to feel, and Mother's Day kind of weirdly rolls into that, because it's like, I am so filled all the time. And I don't say this saying that Ander doesn't, because Ander's thoughts are different than mine. He is solely focused, like he's focused so often on his work and his job and trying to make sure he drums up business. He is our breadwinner, and I am able to do what I do because he does what he does. But at the same time, he is able to do what he does because I do what I do. And we work together in that way. But sometimes it can get easy. Sometimes I find myself going, well, Andrew gets to leave the house and he gets to go fishing and he gets to just be by himself, or he gets to just be with adults and he's not around toddlers all day. And I start to get resentful. And I think that's normal, because it's impossible to be like, well, I want you to experience what I experience, but anybody can pull it together for a day or a couple days or a week, if I were to get sick or take a trip or something like that. But when Mother's Day comes around, it's kind of hard, because it's just like this one day where it's like, surprise, we're going to do everything for you today, and you don't have to do anything, and it'll be great, and you get to just take the day off. I don't know how to take the day off, because my brain is like constantly filled with all these different things. And then when I'm suddenly given time to do something, I feel total paralysis, where I'm like, okay, well, now I have this time, but like, what do I do with that time? Do I write? Do I play games? Do I stream? Do I sleep? Do I just hang out in bed and eat Doritos and watch Dune? Like, what do I do? I want to do all those things, but I can't do all those things. And so it's hard to just shift for like that one day. And then that one day is over. And then it goes right back to being like, oh, well, now you're in charge of all these things again. And I appreciate Mother's Day so much. And I appreciate all the women in my life. I appreciate my own mom. My own mom was a very special person. My grandparents, my grandma, all my grandmas, all the women that I know in my life that are amazing mothers, whether it's to their biological children or not. Women are amazing. And I appreciate that, but that doesn't mean that it's not hard to be a stay-at-home mom when that wasn't ever like one of your aspirations. You know what I mean? There's a big trend right now to come down on women, by other women, to come down on women for wanting to be a stay-at-home mom. And I think that's wrong. You shouldn't ever judge anybody for their goals. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, that's fine. That was never one of my aspirations. But that's not to say that I shouldn't that I have the right to tell somebody else that shouldn't be theirs. If that's what they want to do, that's noble. That's a gift to be able to have the patience to do that and not get totally burned out. We shouldn't be telling women, well, no, you're worth more than that, and you shouldn't want to be a mom. You should take care of you. Being a parent is one of the most amazing things you can ever be. But we also shouldn't shame people for not wanting to be parents. So it's this tricky situation where, especially on social media these days, I see a lot of women coming down on other women for choosing to be moms or choosing to stay home or choosing not to work. I'm like, not everybody wants to work outside the house, and not everybody wants to be a boss babe, and that's okay. That's totally fine. Yeah, well, you're selling yourself short. You should focus on your career. Well, maybe for some people, but that doesn't go for everybody. And there is nothing wrong with choosing to stay home and take care of your children and watch your children grow and be able to be there for those milestones. There's nothing wrong with that. So I have a lot of thoughts about, I believe women should support women, but women should not support women at the cost of tearing other women down. That shouldn't be the case for anybody. Just because I have frustrations about being a stay-at-home mom sometimes doesn't mean I don't love my children. And it doesn't mean I don't realize how lucky I am that I'm not in a position that I have to put my kid in childcare and go work. I consider myself really lucky, but that still doesn't change the fact that it is exhausting and that I absolutely do work. It's just, I just work in a different way. So I don't know, supporting your family by taking care of the home and the children is very honorable and extremely useful. Somebody's got to do it. And it might as well be me, you know, because then I can teach my children what I want to teach them and raise them to be functional human beings and whatnot. And I'm not saying that people that put their kids in childcare so they can go work are wrong either. I'm saying that everybody should do what is best for them if they can. And that it is not up to me to tell anybody, well, you shouldn't aspire to that, or that shouldn't be your goal, or you shouldn't want to focus on your career, or you should not want to be a parent or whatever. That's none of my business. I believe in lifting people in all situations and empowering people to be the best version of themselves they can be. So surround yourself by people who want to see that best version of you. And I believe that this community does that for everybody. And I'm just really grateful for that. So thank you guys for being part of that and for being part of this little space I have here. I'm really grateful for it. And today was just one of those days, but they come and they go and they come. And then tomorrow morning I'll be like, you know, I'll eat half a pint of ice cream tonight and then I'll go to sleep and then I'll feel better. And tomorrow morning I'll be fine. I don't know, probably sleeping. He's not? Is he outside? Did you check outside? I don't know if you can get outside, actually. I think we have covers on all the doors. But I don't know. For some reason, I felt the need to explain why I felt like I was off today. But I don't know. There are times where I'll come away from a stream and be like, oh my gosh, I feel like that was a disaster. And then somebody will mention in Discord and be like, I thought today's stream was great or something. And I'll be like, wow, okay, maybe it's just in my own head then. I don't know. I've had the same thing happen when I've performed, like singing wise. Sometimes I'll be like, man, and if I want to meet my kiddo at the bus wearing a large chicken suit, that's my business. Goodness knows I've been to the bus stop looking in all sorts of different ways. I've had paint on my face. I've had Halloween costumes on. I've had all sorts of crazy stuff, stickers all over my face. I just believe in lifting people up. And I have performed multiple times where I'm like, that was the worst performance of my life. And people will come up and be like, I thought that was one of the best performances you've ever made. And I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe because I said a little prayer in my heart, maybe Heavenly Father blessed the audience instead of me. That's fine. That's totally fine. I'm fine with that. I'll take that. I'll take that and run with it. So, but I just want you guys to know how grateful I am for each one of you and how grateful I am for the community and the fact that we do lift each other up and that it's a wholesome community that obviously wants to see the best of everybody. And so thank you guys for that. And thank you for being here and for spending your valuable time with me while I play silly, silly, silly games. I love this game. I'm really loving Skyward Sword. And once we move on from Skyward Sword, or once we move on from Rayman Legends, which will probably only be, I mean, I don't know. I don't remember how long it took me to get here, but we will shift Skyward Sword to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. And then I think we will do Metroid Prime 2 on Fridays. I don't know if it will be crowd control or not, because if I do crowd control, I have to do it through my PC. If I don't, I can do it through my Steam Deck, which takes a load off of my PC. So I don't know. I also have to mess around with it because I don't even know if I can get it to work. But anyway, just remember you're important and you matter. And I know sometimes we don't feel like we do, but I sure feel like you guys matter. So surround yourself with people that want to see you as your best self, because that's absolutely what you guys deserve. And I'm grateful for every single one of you. And I will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, and we'll do some more silly, silly Rayman stuff. Good times all around. So thank you guys for your generosity and your kindness and your support, as always. And I'll see all of you guys tomorrow. See you later. It doesn't matter. It's in the past.
not over. It's not done till it's not over till it's what?
Hi, I'm VT and I buy lots of Legos and have time to build them.